Well, hey there. Well, this morning come out here and do a little bit of watering onto this transplant. And first and foremost, let me welcome you folks to the Pawpaw Chronicles. As y'all know, this was a tree that was transplanted. We transplanted this tree yesterday. A friend of mine had came down, gave me a hand with it, which I appreciated very, very much. Big shout out to him, because that wasn't a small job. That was a big job to do. We had a good sized root ball, but part of it fell apart, and I was still able to manage to save it. And as you can see, day number 2, it's still alive, no wilting. I had cut the terminal buds off to relieve stress, and it's doing fine. But that being said, I moved this tree over here for a reason. Got one here. There's one over there. This one here, by the way, is a NC-1. That one over there is a overlease. And then I have a wild pawpaw that I've shared with you time and time again. I have a sunflower back behind that. Got the tube on the bottom of it. And that in there, incidentally, will be ready to flower next year. And I've planted a small root sucker over there that I'm going to graft into next year. As you see, they're kind of like in a circular motion. I'm going to continue to go out that way, and what I'm trying to do is encompass this apple tree with pawpaws, because I have a theory that the pawpaw is a good companion for the apple tree in controlling pests, I guess. Keep the apples from being so wormy inside. Let me see if I can find an apple here to look at on the ground. One fell out of the tree. And I have to say that apple is clean as can be. And just something that I wanted to share with you. I harvested a bunch of those apples and took them to family members. And you know, this week was the week of the Pawpaw Festival. I hope a lot of people enjoyed their time at the Pawpaw Festival. I myself elected not to go for personal reasons. But I did end up going and collecting fruit. And I shared that fruit, as you all know. And I also gave a couple of people the first time of being able to pick pawpaws out of a tree. And the one lady that was here, she was very, very pleased with the visit, I believe. And she took some fruit home as well. But the fruit that I harvested at a family member's house is just about gone, which means I'm probably going to have to make another trip. That being said, I just wanted to share with you, because a lot of people, they put a lot of emphasis on taproot on pawpaws. You know, once that taproot gets down there so far, it starts throwing out lateral roots. And the taproot, okay, it's important, it has to get down to water. But mostly with your rooting system is those lateral roots going out. Those are the roots that will feed the pawpaw. It pulls the nutrients off the top soil. Most of your nutrients are coming from the top soil. There's clover mixed in here and grasses, and then your leaves fall, they decay. That puts nitrogen into the ground, but it's in the upper stage of the ground. It's in the topsoil. And the topsoil is pretty much what feeds that tree. We popped this one up. The root was probably, went down about 1.5 feet and popped it up. Had a lot of fibrous roots, lateral roots. around that tree, and I watered it in real good, as you all saw, and it's still alive. We got our fingers crossed. I hope it continues to live, because I've been planning on doing this for quite some time. I was just waiting for timing to do it. And here we are, getting ready to go into fall. It won't be long, these trees will be going into a dormancy. But it's just something that I wanted to share with you that I did share with you, me and the young man planting this tree. I wanted to give you an update of how it's doing. So far, so good. So, that being said, just when you transplant, you just got to make sure you keep them cared for. A little bit later on, I'll come out here and I'll put mulch around that tree to better protect it. But I got this little fence on here that keep the deer backed away from it, because it's not natural to them, so they don't rub into it. I'll probably put a taller fence around it, actually. But anyways, just something that I wanted to share with you. My name is Jim. If you like what you see, subscribe. Don't forget to click on that bell for notifications. Any comments or questions that you may have, I welcome. You all have a God-blessed day.